Here it is, the replacement to the Tesla Model 3. It's the 2023 BMW 330e xDrive. Now, before we get into all the details about why we bought this car and all that, we just wanted to give you guys a quick exterior look at it, see what we bought. So, as you can see, here's the refreshed 2023 BMW 3 Series. You get a new grille up in the front, and we will have a full review coming to the channel very soon. We opted for the new Brooklyn Gray paint color, which I think that was a good choice, Drew. Yeah,
really digging that so far. But like Mason was saying, this is a long-term introduction video, so we're just going to talk about why we bought this, various things like that. And then, of course, we are going to have that really detailed full review coming up soon. Let's go ahead and take a look inside the interior. A nice pairing with this Brooklyn Gray Metallic is the Tacora Red interiors.
So now we're behind the wheel of the new 330e. Still has that new car smell. I love the new car smell, of course. We did want to talk just a touch about what options that we have on this model. There will be a full review coming to the channel very soon. So we're going to detail every bit of what's new with the refresh, all of that good stuff. That's going to be for a separate full review that's coming in just a little bit, but we did option on most of the packages for the 3 Series. We have the premium package, the M Sport, the driving assistance package, and then of course it's finished in Brooklyn Gray with the Tacora Red interior. All told, this one's $53,870.
So of course we need to talk about the reasons why we bought this. There are, numerous reasons, but the main reason really is because we as car enthusiasts really enjoy having a sporty vehicle.
Yeah.
And a sporty and practical vehicle, there's really nothing better than a compact sports sedan.
Yeah.
So when you start looking at compact sports sedans, obviously, what is the first thing that you think of? Well, that's going to be the BMW 3 Series. This is the quintessential compact luxury sports sedan. It's been around for 50 years, and now you have a lot of different powertrain options, including with this plug-in hybrid version that we chose.
Yeah, so I think that really sums it up well as far as why we picked the 3 Series specifically. There actually aren't very many compact sports sedan plug-in hybrids. There's actually only two. This one and the S60 Recharge. And when you compare this to the S60 Recharge, there are, of course, benefits for going for either of those options, but this one certainly is going to be the better overall drive experience. And also, this being a German luxury vehicle, this is something that we've dreamed of ever since we were kids, for sure. I mean, we've always loved Mercedes, BMW, and Audi, and there are so many really unique things about German luxury vehicles that we just love and appreciate as auto enthusiasts. The way that they're put together, the technological bits. It's a very complicated setup. I mean, typically German cars are very complicated, but it's very well thought out.
Right.
And,
it's attention to detail.
Yeah, as you get living with the vehicle, you just notice those little bits and attention to detail, and we certainly love and appreciate that part of owning a German vehicle. Also, one of the really cool things about it is that this vehicle got refreshed for 2023. So it was really good timing in that aspect of that. This 3 Series went a pretty heavy refresh. So the exterior looks mostly the same, but it got a big tech improvement on the inside. We have some new bits under the hood for the powertrain aspects of this vehicle. So it was good timing in that regard as well, because the S60 Recharge is getting a little bit older at this point, and this 330e was fresh. But Drew, I can already see the comment section filling up. Why did we buy the 330e over the 330i or the M340i?
Okay, well, let's address that. All right, first, the M340i, that's an easy one. Yes, I do like that better. Yes, that sounds better.
I
yes,
love
that
the
is
M340i.
our wallets don't agree with that.
Yeah.
We don't have that type of mucho to spend on that.
Maybe
so we had to
maybe one
disqualify
day we will be able to afford something like that. I mean, obviously that's an amazing vehicle. That's one of my dream cars for sure. But it costs about $10,000 to $15,000 more than this 330e, depending on what type of cost you're looking at and factoring in, especially when you add on the options. That thing is very, very pricey. So why did we buy the 330e over the 330i? Well, actually for several reasons. First of all, coming from a Tesla, we wanted some form of electrification in our next vehicle. We loved having the Tesla around. We loved the EV characteristics of just being able to drive in traffic, the quickness of them. So certainly we wanted some form of electrification in our next vehicle. So that was reason number one. Secondly, I think a really important reason was that actually when we ordered this vehicle, the 330e was the exact same price as the 330i. Now, I do know that they have raised the price of the 330e since we ordered it, so it's a little bit more expensive than the 330i. But at the time we ordered it, it was actually the exact same price. And third, going along with that, there was a tax credit when we ordered our 330e. So we actually got a tax credit by choosing this model. So that actually made it quite a bit less expensive than the 330i. So not only did we get the form of electrification we wanted, we also got the tax credit, and it was cheaper than the 330i. Has the exact same performance as that model, plus of course, the added benefit of saving fuel over the lifetime of the vehicle.
Right.
So,
I think that's what you call a no-brainer.
yeah, that's a win-win-win in my book. Now, I do want to point out, as an auto journalist, if you're looking to buy a 330e, I do believe this vehicle has now been disqualified per the newest tax credit rules. They change these rules like every 5 seconds. I can't keep up with it. It's like a full-time job, but I do believe that the 330e is now disqualified. Mm-hmm. So it just happened to be good timing when we ordered this vehicle, when it came in, all of that stuff, and qualifying for the tax rebate. That's a whole nother thing. So I would definitely check with an accountant to make sure before you order this and expect a tax credit, because I do believe it has expired on this vehicle, unfortunately. But do keep that in mind. Now, as far as other things, I do want to point out, when we traded the Tesla in, we got about what we paid for it when we traded in for this 3 Series. So that's one of the really cool things about this whole deal, is that the Tesla held its value really well. Extremely well. So we bought it for about $36,000 in 2019, special order, the standard range model, and it worked out very well for us when we went to trade it in for this 3 Series, because typically for the last 3 or 4 years of producing the Model 3, it's actually been a lot pricier MSRP-wise than that $36,000 price point. So that definitely worked out in terms of the resale value, for sure.
And when you factor in that tax credit, you can do the math, but it leaves a lot less behind, obviously, from that MSRP.
Now, there's obviously a lot we want to talk about when it comes to this 330e ownership experience. This is just our first introduction video. We haven't driven the car too long. We just bought it. So we're still learning stuff, and we can't wait to share that with you guys on the channel. So be sure to stay tuned and subscribe if you haven't already to get the latest updates on this ownership experience with the BMW 330e. And do keep in mind, there will be a full review hitting the channel in just a couple days, guys, detailing all the information about this 330e, all the horsepower, all that good stuff, and our typical full reviews will be covered. So stay tuned for that. Of course, I know that there's quite a bit different with the refresh for the 2023 model 3 Series that I'm sure you guys are interested in as well, and we will be talking about all of that in a separate video coming very soon.
Now, if you watched last week's video where we were having you guys speculate what we purchased, we asked you guys to, send us some guesses and send us an Instagram DM with your official guess, and we gave you guys some clues for the availability of some free merch to you guys.
Yep.
Well, now, of course, you see which vehicle it is. We do have some winners, so expect to hear from us if you won soon. We'll be communicating on Instagram DM, which is where you submitted your answer, and it's going to allow you to hop on to tell us what you want, and
what colors, what sizes, the address, all that good stuff. So we'll be coordinating with you guys to get that done very soon. And that's really where we're going to leave off this video. I would be remiss to just not say thank you guys so much. Seriously, as a subscriber, you guys make all this possible. We never thought that we'd be able to own a German luxury vehicle, especially this young. I knew hopefully one day I was going to be able to have one, but certainly we are just ecstatic about this new 3 Series. This is an amazing vehicle. We're certainly going to love driving it every second that we have it, and we can't wait to show you guys what we learn about this vehicle over the next few years as our long-term tester. So please subscribe if you haven't already, and if you are a subscriber, know that you really played a pivotal role in being able to buy this long-term tester vehicle. So thank you for that. Anyway, we'll catch you next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies.